Hi guys, this is Michelle at My Everyday Wife Life, and I'm here to do yet another tag. And this is the Home Sweet Home tag, and I was tagged by Melody from Transforming Melody, and I'm looking at her video now, and that was on May 13th. That was a month ago. That was the first video that I should have done. I've been doing a bunch of these tags, and anyway, I apologize, Melody. And in fact, Melody tagged me in a spring tag. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get to do that. I really wanted to. I mean, it's almost summer now. It is summer in Florida. So anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and do this one. And I'll let you know who I'm going to tag when I'm done. I'm not really sure yet. Anyway, so there's a list of 16 questions. And sorry guys, I am still playing around with my new lighting that I got, the umbrella lighting. So it looks good on my face, but if you notice in the background it's kind of dark, but if I turn the overhead light, it like washes out my face. So I don't know. Good enough, whatever. So here's the questions. Number 1, what is your living situation? Do you rent, own your home, live at home, etc.? I own my home. This is our second home that we've owned. We sold our first one 4 years ago, and actually I think it was only 2 years ago. But we've been living in this for 4 years. We're renting it to my son, and yeah, our first home we bought in 1998, and then we moved here. Again, like I said, 4 years ago. What type of house do you live in? We live in I guess it's a house. We live in a house. What type? Live in a ranch. I guess most of the houses in Florida are ranches, but it has a bonus room upstairs. So I don't know if you still can call that a ranch. But anyway. Do you live in the city, the suburbs, or the country? We live in the country. We live in the boonies. Well, I would say it's boonies because we used to live in our other house, which is that we lived in 2 towns north of us. That was very suburby, houses on top of each other, although there are parts of the city that it's worse than that. So this is considered the boonies. However, our first house is only probably 10 miles from here, so it's not that far, but it's very rural out here. Everyone has at least an acre and a half, if not more, 4, 5, 6, 10, 20 acres. Yeah, horses, farms, goats, chickens, all that kind of thing. So yeah, number 4, how many people live in your home and who do you live with? There's just 2 of us, me and my hubby. And we have 2 cats. And how long? Oh wait, number 5. If you own your home, when did you buy and how old were you when you bought it? Again, we bought it in 2012, and that was 4 years ago. So I was 47. Yeah, when we bought our first home, we were, I think, 34, and in my eyes, that was late in life, but, you know, circumstances happened. My husband was in the military, and when he got out, we just weren't financially able, you know. Most of the people I know in my family have bought their first home in their 20s, and if we could have done that, we would have. I don't know, just circumstances. Actually, I was ready, but my husband wasn't ready. I mean, around here, you can buy a home and pay mortgage cheaper than you can rent. So, you might as well do that, yeah. So, yeah. The housing is really cheap here. Although the prices have gone up in the housing since we've lived here for 4 years. It's actually gone up quite a bit, which is a good thing because then the value of our home has increased. Not that we're planning on selling it. My husband says we're going to die here. Anyway, so how long have you lived in your home? I already said that, for 4 years. Yeah, that's 4 years this month. Yes, 4 years this month. How many bedrooms? It has 5 bedrooms. Yes, I know that's a lot because there is only the 2 of us. But my husband has an office. I have an office. We have a guest room. And then, yeah, then there's an extra room. Yeah. But we use all the rooms, honestly. And, yeah. We just weren't able to buy a very big house when we bought our first one, so this is more of our dream home. How many bathrooms? Y'all, it has 4 full baths. That was not our intention. We bought a used home. Our first home, we built it. This home, we wanted to get a bargain, which we did. It was a short sale, and it came with 4 bathrooms. My intention was to get 2 bathrooms and like a guest bath, you know, just a toilet and a sink, one of those kind of bathrooms. But this came with 4 full baths. It has an extra bathroom, which I want to call a pool bath because I think the previous owners intended it to be, you know, you can access it, excuse me, from the patio, but we don't have a pool, so I'm guessing that's what they intended it for. Really don't need that extra bathroom, but hey, whatever. One of the bathrooms is upstairs in the bonus room, which is hubby's man cave. What is the selling point for your home? What wasn't the selling point of the home? It was a short sale, so we got a really good deal. We were looking for somewhere to invest our money because, you know, the market was terrible to put your money in CDs and stocks and I don't know, you know, whatever. So we were looking somewhere to invest our money, and this is the only way we could figure out how to do that. So we got a really good deal. We wanted to be in the country. It's right across the street from an awesome park that they opened 1 year after we started living here. It's quiet here. It's very spacious here. Our other house was kind of cramped. We couldn't, for the last 4 years that we lived in that house, we couldn't have any family get-togethers. I have a huge family. Well, me and my hubby don't have a huge family personally. It's just me and him and my son. But I have a huge extended family. I have 2 sisters and a brother, although the one sister doesn't live here. But anyway, my mom and dad, and my sister has 4 children, and she has 13 grandchildren and friends and family and all this stuff. And we do all the in-law stuff when we have Thanksgiving. I host Thanksgiving since I've been living here, so that's been wonderful, and I wasn't able to do that, you know, and that was really making me sad. So that's, anyway, I'm telling you way too much. What is something that you love about your home? I just mentioned all those things. I love the spaciousness. I love that I don't have bruises on my shins anymore in the other house. Honestly, that was our own fault because we bought furniture way too big. But hey, I wanted this particular furniture, and I know the house was too small for it, but I didn't care. But I got a lot of bruised shins from walking into furniture. Yeah, don't do that here. I don't have any bruises anymore. So, you know, I think I went over that all. What is something that you hate about your home? Well, I don't really hate anything about the home. I'd say the worst thing, and it's dealable. That's not even a word. It's is that it has well water, and my hair has been horrible, and my skin has been horrible since we've moved in here. I really need to get the softener, the water softener checked and looked at. Maybe it's not working right. We have to put salt in there as a salt water softener, and so it's well water, and you know, like my whites get dingy sometimes, and I have to bleach them or something. Although lately I've just been doing vinegar and baking soda, and that's been working good. And I'm going off on a tangent. That wasn't even one of the questions. So yeah, that's really, I love everything else about the home. What is something, what future project you plan on completing in your home? A bunch of projects. We made the mistake of not replacing the carpet when we moved in, and I'm really regretting it now because the house was built in 2004, but the carpet was in really good condition, but for some reason we weren't thinking, oh, that carpet's pretty old, even though it was in really good condition, we probably should replace that, because they did have a dog, but it looked really good. So now, think about it, it's 2016, 2004, so that's 12-year-old carpet. Gross. Anyway, it's needing to be replaced, but what a pain in the butt. You had to move all, we have big, huge furniture, and yeah, that's one of the things. We had contemplating getting a pool, but I don't think that's going to happen anymore. Don't know. Hubby, here in Florida, you know, you have, concrete pools, and they are costly, so hubby wants to retire soon, so I'm not thinking that's going to happen. We might put a patio out front. Number one thing is I need to finish the landscaping. I have not finished my landscaping since I've been here. It's like I do half of it, and then it gets a mess, and I got to start all over again. So, yeah, lots of projects that I want to do. What is something you changed in your home immediately after move-in? Not so much. Painting. We just painted. All of the woman that lived in this house, we were told that she had OCD. So this house was immaculate. And and from some things we learned, I think she wasn't even really living here. She was living at her boyfriend's house, is what we were told. And the inspector said, this oven doesn't even look like it's used. I mean, that was 4 years ago, so she was living in this house for 8 years and she never used the oven. I don't know. It was spotless. It looked like a brand spanking new oven, the dishwasher, and he said it looked like the faucets, and some of the bathrooms weren't even had been used in a while, and all that kind of thing. So, what was the question again? So what did we do immediately? So that being said, we didn't really have to do anything. It was immaculate. Didn't even have to clean. The drawers that we opened up were spotless and clean, and yeah. So we painted, because everything in the house was beige. So we painted the 2 guest rooms, the room upstairs, and we did 2 accent walls in the main living area. So we painted. What is something you always wanted to do to your home and never got around to it? Don't really know. I already said the projects that we want to do. I guess the landscaping. Just, you know, since pretty much, like right after he moved in, I had my thyroid operation. Then I got depressed, and the landscaping has been, yeah, a thorn in my side. Like I said, I would start it and not finish it, and so I really need to do that. If you had to do it all over again, would you rent, buy your current home? If not, why not? Yes, absolutely. I said many times I wish we could have bought this house when my son was younger, because it's a wonderful place to grow up. It's just awesome. The park's right across the street. It's just awesome here. Horses, we just love it here. I wish we could have bought this when we were younger, and had family over when we were younger. I'm just, you know, doing that now. So, you know, we did do that when we were younger at our other house, but there wasn't as many family members. I think last Thanksgiving I had 30 something people here. So yeah, that'll tell you what kind of things when parties go on, get-togethers, and that's how many people there is. And it's awesome because there's so many kids that at my sister's house are in and out of the house, in and out and in and out. She has a very lovely home, and a small yard, but for some reason the kids go in and out. But I have 1.5 acres. When family gets together here, the kids are outside the whole time. They are not in and out. They are playing ball. They're running around the yard. They are just having a blast, and that's awesome. It just works out well when there's 13 kids. Yeah. Does your home have any quirks? If so, what are they? Do you like those quirks? Why not? Yeah, we have a ghost. No, not really. There's just some things that happen that are weird. Like, I hear noises. But I swear there's like raccoons in the attic, but there's not. I hear weird noises sometimes, and just weird things happen, and I can't think of them off the top of my head. Although, something happened recently. We replaced the floodlights out front recently, and my brother did this for me, and he couldn't get the one floodlight to work. You know, it wasn't working. And when we came back from San Francisco, the floodlight was on. We're like, that's weird. And my husband deducted it to the light switch for the floodlight was not by the front door, it was in the garage. So he switched it off, and then I'm like, well, then the other floodlight should work too. So I went and turned some switches and tried to turn that switch back on and it didn't work. So I don't know. So I don't know if you call that quirky. I don't know what switch. There's so many switches in this house. I don't know which switch turns on which light. And yeah, if that's quirky, I don't know. Other than the fixtures that the previous owners picked out for this home is kind of weird if you ask me. They don't really match. Like, she has nice faucet fixtures, light fixtures, and like a towel thing for a hand towel on the wall. They're really nice, but then there's like the old-fashioned soap dispenser thingy, and the big towel rod is those white saran. I don't know. It's just weird. I'm like, apparently it was a custom built home, so it's like, why did you pick that? Oh, and the some of the light fixtures are weird. It's like kind of rustic in here, the light fixtures and stuff, but then in the dining room there's this big silver light fixture that looks like very, very modern. It's like, that doesn't go. Anyway, so whatever. So that's it, guys. That's it for this tag. So I'm going to tag who shall I tag? This always draws me a blank. I should have thought of this before I did this, so I'm going to get right back. Okay, so I'm not going to do my usual tags. Yeah, Kimberly and the boss lady, you're off the hook, and Mimi, you're off the hook. If you want to do it, though, you can, but I'm not going to tag you. I'm going to tag anybody who wants to do this, but I am going to tag my usual people that I usually tag. So I'm going to tag Suzanne Light, and Busy Being Jen, and I'm gonna tag this Amy from Amy's Get Fit Journey. Been loving watching her channel lately. She's very inspiring. So yep, I tagged you. Tag, you're it. Bye guys. Enjoy your day.